All right, you guys, we'll get ourselves started. So we're actually going to start this morning in a seated position. Again, welcome for those of you. My name is Christy, and it is an absolute honor to be sharing the morning practice with you, or whenever it is you might be watching this as it is getting recorded. So I'm going to be sitting on a beach towel. Just going to prop my sitting bones up on top of it and finding myself in a crisscross position. So with taking your right shin in front of your left shin, I'll actually mirror you and see how that works. So it's called Sukhasana. The outer edges of your feet are grounded and your sitting bones are nestled onto your cushion, your mat, your floor. And this morning, inviting you to actually turn your palms facing upward. And seeing if you can draw your shoulder blades back and down, softening your front ribs. And it's as if there's a little lift, think of a mini elevator, from the back of the skull, the back occiput, just lifting up the length of the neck, so your chin can softly drop down with your gaze either down in front or eyes closed. And beginning to settle in to your body. It's acknowledging that we have a body and it is awake here. Immediately coming into contact with the fact that you're breathing, just noticing the breath occurring. And simply being aware of this automatic ability we have to breathe on our own. And then from that awareness, just allowing your attention to gather down into what's coming into contact with the surface. Feet, the sitting bones against the cushion or the mat. The back of your hands as they rest against the thigh tops. Again, noticing any contact the teeth may be making with each other, the tongue may be making with the roof of the mouth. And contact the eyes may have with the lashes and the lids closed together. And inviting that direct attention into the contact, any movement your body makes with your clothing as you breathe. Just settling into a soft attention here and not changing anything, just noticing your breath. And can you take a fuller inhalation, just breathing in as deeply as you can through the nostrils, breathing and holding all the way to the very, very top. Upon the pause and hold it here. Keeping the chest upright and lifted, audible, slow exhale all the way out. Letting the exhale be longer and slower than the inhale. Again, slow and a deep drag in of the inhales. If you're pulling that breath all the way up from the root of the earth, all the way up, 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 hold. Noticing the tension, any wanting to fight it, resist it, hold on to it, just the best that you can. And that deep, slow exhale, we let everything go, but can you keep the chest lifted? Good, last time, deep, full inhalation. And noticing here what happens, you fill up to the side of the rib cage, the back of the ribs, the collarbones stay wide all the way to the top, hold it. Deep exhale, we let it all go. And then noticing as we let the breath exhale out, how the shoulder blades may spread apart from the back and the front chest may drop down. Can you keep the chest lifted? And just finding your normal breath. Bring your chin back on upright towards center. Releasing your fingertips down, opening up your eyes. On your next inhale, just nice and slow. So we're using that breath to really just kind of help guide us, clear some stuff out this morning, lifting your palms facing each other. Can you widen out the collarbones as if you could hollow out the armpits? Interlace your fingers and just press the heel bones of the hands up towards the sky. Can you keep drawing the front ribs in as you spread the back shoulder blades apart? And this morning, extending up the elbows just as far as they'll go. Maybe a side lean on over to one side as you ground down the opposite sit bone. Good, inhaling, coming back up towards center, and then exhale, just a gentle, again, extension over, grounding to that opposite sitting bone. Inhale, lift and elevate up through center line. And then slowly just relax the wrist bones, doing some wrist circles all the way down. And being mindful, meaning paying attention, the direction that those circles are rotating as we take the release. And we'll go to that second side. So extend out the legs, give them a little extension, and then taking a bend of the opposite knee and then the other. Again, so we're working the crisscross of the shin bones. Returning for the palms to open, soften front rib cage, extending arms out as if we're resisting some of the air, yet there's a lightness that elevates up. Good, it's gonna now be the opposite interlace, so perhaps that funky grip. Same, pressing the heel bones of the hands up, soften front rib cage. Good, feel the sense of elevating lifts. The sitting bones are heavy and grounded, but the spine is growing tall. Nice, and then on that exhale, we lean to the sides last time. We're just gonna take a gentle rotation towards your right side. Keep pressing down the feet, lifting up. Good, extend the arms on out towards the side. Just take that soft rotation. Just staying here for one breath in. Using your exhale to rotate left side rib cage towards the right, perhaps the chin, chest, or ball. On your next inhale, bring your chin back toward the center over the left shoulder. And then exhale, unravel. Second side, inhale, arms are gonna lift. So keep that same kind of funky feeling grip. Press the heel bones of the hands. Nice, exhale, we rotate from the right side rib cage. Good, then express the arms nice and wide. Feel that expansion. Left hand behind, right hand outside the left knee, lifting up, inhale. And that soft and gentle exhale as we take the shift. Keep pressing down the sitting bones, inhale, lifting up. And seeing if the revolve can occur from that outer right side rib cage. Slow inhale, the chin travels back towards center. And then exhale, we unravel. All right, you guys, nice. Let's go to extend out those legs and a little shimmy shake. And we'll come onto our hands and knees. So moving your blanket, blocks, whatever you might have, water bottles, coffee cups, out of the way. We'll come on in towards our tabletop position. And immediately here, we're gonna focus on the hands this morning. So turn your fingertips back towards you. So the wrist creases are facing forward. And bring your legs a little bit closer together as if your ankle bones could touch. You're just gonna bring your heel bones back, your sitting bones back towards your heel bones. Notice if you're hyperextending here. A lot of times, yeah, some of us have the elbows pressing forward. And you kind of keep a micro bend. So the wrists are gonna lift up and off the ground. Yeah, and just coming into this gently. And then just lifting back up and then gliding back. And then sort of forward and back motion. Just now start to kind of sway yourself side to side. And same here, if you can press down to the thumbs, the knuckles, the inside knuckles. Return the legs so they're in a tabletop position. And now we just flip the palms facing upward. Now as the palms face up, I'm going to invite you actually to take two fists. So see if the two fists can gather. Can you keep your thumbs connected to the top of the fingers? And then just gently press down. So again, this is good here for those of us that have been typing all the time. I know a lot of us are returning to work this week. So really just creating this sense of blood flow, opening up some of that synovial fluid for the joints to have a little bit more mobility. And just we're trying to keep the thumbs connected, the shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrist bones. Good, and then just slowly here, returning your hands on back. And then spreading your fingers wide, noticing the weight distribution evenly go from the thumb, the index finger, middle, ring, and pinky, onto that first knuckle set. Coming into your cat and cow, doming the back, exhale, spreading the shoulder blades. Good, using your inhalation, open up your heart and chest. And just take a few more of these to your own, again, making this practice yours. Right? So I think that's the beauty of it. So often we think we have to look a certain way when we practice yoga, but something very refreshing when we remind ourselves that it's just how we feel for that moment. So wherever you are, press down with the hands. Feel the back of the skull extend forward and the base of the neck go behind you as you untuck your toes and let the knees just hover one sheet of paper beneath. Can you pull the low abdominals in? Good, so we're keeping this framework steady. So the body's in a box. Extend the right leg back, but the left knee stays bent. Press into where the crease of the base of the toes and the ball mount of the right foot connect. This is gonna lift up that right quadricep. Just hold it here. Keep pulling up the low belly. Good, finding your breath. As you press on the hands, hug the forearms together, the collarbones open. And then just step the right foot back forward, and then extending the left leg back. Notice if the weight shifted to that right side weight hip. Hug that outer right waistline in. If you need to drop the right knee, you always can, but the forearms are hugging. That right knee hovering, lifting up that abdominal wall. Good, that back base of the neck is extending back, the base of the skull is extending forward. Good, you guys extend the right foot back and then we hold here in plank. You can always drop down to the knees. But as you extend back to the heels, lift up the quads, so the inner thighs spin towards the sky. Yes, finding that breath, that body energy, heat. Good, we're pressing the earth away. We're here for 3. Pausing on 2. Well done on 1. From the hip creases, we lift up, downward facing dog. And just bending one knee and then the next. Taking your time here. I'm inviting you here this morning to walk the feet out nice and wide. And see here that the heels disappear behind the second and third toes. Soften the front ribs in. Feel the shoulders climb on towards the back body. Spin the inner biceps up towards the sky as the inner thighs spin back behind you. Everyone bend your knees and walk your hands back towards your toes. So it's a wide fold here. Bend deep into the knees. Inhale, extend the chest. Nice, and exhale, fold your way down, perhaps finding a ragdoll. And just switching out the grip of the elbows, swaying side to side. And let's release the fingertips. Inhale, can you elevate halfway? And then just walk the feet back in, just so the feet are hip width parallel. And see here too, that the weight stays in the heels, but the outer lines of the pinkies run parallel to the sides of your mat. Good, you guys, yeah. And then just walk your way back into your high plank pose, or rather down dog, please. So we're feeling the earth. Feel that spread of the palms. We open up a lot of energy in the hands, or they're called the hasta bandhas. There's a little bend in toward the knees, the inner thighs spin skyward. Inhale, climb onto your high plank. We're gonna pause here for a moment. Feel the hip bones extend forward. Good, from here, can you just hover your right toes an inch without changing anything? Hug that outer left hip in, and just point your right toes and finding a sense of extension as you spin up from the inner thigh seam. As this right inner thigh spins up, the outer left thigh spins down, or rather the outer right thigh spins down. And then return the right toes. Same, lifting up the left leg, spin that inner thigh to the sky, extending back to the toes, hold it 2. Good, on 1, release the foot, nice and slowly lower down. Can you keep that belly in slow? Yes, good, and lower. Well done, everyone. And then turn your palms back behind you. So it's a variation of Shalabhasana, forehead towards the earth. And as your forehead touches down, feel the low belly lift, the pubic bone presses firm. So as we press down into the palms, could the legs start to extend, but keep the toes grounded, and just start to elevate and lift the chest. The palms press down, the collarbones widen, the inner shoulder blades come to the front chest. And then see here if you can start to elevate up the arms. And then as we start to elevate up the arms, rotates the palms now face each other. Yes, the thumbs are down, pinkies to the sky. Think extension, length, pubic bone down, low belly lifts, and then elevate the right foot, and then maybe the left foot, maybe both legs are here for 3. Hold it 2. Good, you guys, and on one, slowly we take the release down. Thumbs come in by your side body, inner elbows in. Forehead down to the earth. Let's find that lift of the navel. Walk the toes in so the kneecaps are lifted. And then nice and slow, press up, find your chaturanga, pull up that low belly, hold it. Press in towards your plank. Good, yes. Nice, you guys, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here on your own. So as you breathe, just noticing how the body energy changes. Right, so energy, everything has an energetic response. Our emotions, like emotion, think about the word. It's just E. E stands for energy. It's energy in motion, and it's always changing. Bend in towards your knees, gazes forward, walk or jump to the top of your mat. Go that gentle bend into your knees. Inhale, we lift up halfway. Again, those inner thighs spin behind you. Weight shifts to ball mounds of feet. And exhale, we fold deeper. Good, inhale, come on up halfway, pause. Soft bend to the knees, hands to the hip creases. From here, feel the top of the thighs press back. Yes, the crown of the head is extending forward. Good, front ribs lift in, press in towards your feet. Slowly, we lift all the way on up. Good, arm bones rest down by the body side. Take a moment to just feel both of your feet embedded towards the earth. Your stature tall, as if you could lean your body and be supported against a wall that's directly behind you. Nice, and we'll begin the practice. So whether your feet are directly touching here with your inner thighs spinning back behind you, or your feet can be a little bit with distance apart, you decide what's going to be best for you this morning. But we'll begin on the inhale, arms start to elevate, lift all the way up. So again, feel the collarbones start to expand. Can you hollow out the armpits? If you have the space in your house, reach the arms out to the side as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, deeply fold again. Hands work behind the calves, bend in towards your knees. Good, press down, inhale, arms reach all the way on up. Exhale, hands come back to heart center. Again, inhale, arms reach and rise. Use the breath to elevate the arms. Exhale, forward fold, we take it down. We add on, inhale, extend the heart and chest, so building up the body heat, being patient. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands down, and just stepping your right foot on back. But as the right foot extends back, feel, press down to that left inner foot, slide the outer left thigh back, delivering the right knee shin. Taking your hands up towards your hip bones, press down into the center of the left heel. Lift up in those hip bones. Inhale, arms are going to reach up. Front ribs in. Feel the stretch of the front hip flexor. Exhale, hands down towards the floor. Let's lift up that back knee, pause. And then extend the arms forward. Biceps hug the ears. So we're staying low. Hover rib cage over the left thigh. Good. Exhale, hands down. Without that scraping sound, see if you can press down and just gently lift up that left foot, take it back, plank. Good, lowering down either towards the earth for your cobra, or you find upward facing dog. With strong legs in either pose, come back in towards your plank. Use that energy to press the earth away, downward facing dog. Inhale, slow, elevate the right heel. Feel that inner right thigh spin, hollow out through the navel center. Exhale, knee in towards the nose. Drop the pelvis, extend the chest here, lift up, concave through the sternum. And then right foot lands. Press down that inner right foot, outer right thigh slices back, left knee down. Nice and slow, everyone. Inhale, find your way in towards this low lunge crescent. Front ribs in, outer triceps spinning, lift up, find that length, really reaching, rebound from the earth. Well done. Exhale, hands down. Keep the right knee as it is, lifting up the left knee leg. This left thigh is a power pack. Press down into the right heel, slice it back. Inhale, arms extend. Your biceps are speakers. Yes, keep that sense of reach. The chest is reaching forward, but the thigh and spine sliding back. Good, good, good. One more breath. Hands down, exhale, left foot forward, forward fold. Press down, inhale, arms reach, lift all the way up. Exhale, Samastiti. Second, final rounds. Inhale, arms reach, rise. So you kind of know the rhythm. Exhale, forward fold, but can you stay present with it? Notice if you're reaching and breathing too far ahead. Go with your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Let's plant the hands on down and stepping your left foot back. Good from here, nice and slow, delivering back knee. Inhale, arms are gonna reach all the way up. Good, exhale, hands down, lift up back knee. As we do, arms extend, hold it here. Here's the change, hands down, lifting up right side arm open. Good option to stay here, otherwise you come on in towards your side plank variation. Yes, it's early, but we're working the wrists, the palms, spread the shoulders away. Rotate your outer right hip forward. Good, breathe in, bring your pubic bone towards tailbone. Good, right hand down, come on back plank. Good, chaturanga. Inhale, open up the heart and the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg, elevate and rise. Exhale, knee in towards the nose, dome the back. And we step the left foot. Same action, hovering the back knee, lowering it down. Inhale, arms are gonna reach all the way up. Exhale, hands down towards the floor. Good, everyone. Let's lift up, power through that back leg. Arms are gonna extend. So use a front abdominal lift as we press down through the earth, extending the body from the hip creases back, but the chest is reaching forward. Can you keep that strength? Hands down, stepping your left foot back. Let's open up side plank. Take this reach open. So this top left hip is spinning forward. Yes, the collarbones are open. There's expansion of the heart here. So physically feel it in the body. So we take it off the mat into our everyday life. Yes, yes, yes. Good, you guys. Come on back to plank. Here's the change here. You're just gonna step your left foot back forward. Right foot forward. And we find the fold. Let's bend in towards the knees. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Good, so draw the front ribs in. Reaching again, biceps by the ears. Can you get the arms a little bit straighter? Good, maybe sink a little bit lower. Good, good, good. We're here for 3. Holding 2. Good, and on 1, slowly press, inhale, we reach up. And exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, let's return. Finding that chair pose, arms are gonna reach on. Exhale, forward fold to take it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, exhale, bend your knees, hands plant, step it back plank. Good, chaturanga. Inhale, open up the heart and the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot immediately steps forward. Spinning your back heel down. That same action, hug your outer right hip in and back as you press that inseam of the right foot. Can you release the left, this left inner groin? So this inner femoral artery, it's in Qi, in Chinese medicine, it's part of our, connects to our liver, this line of energy, and that's a toxin for, that's to help to release a lot of anger. So we can open up these inner thighs, right? That's just helping another freedom of toxicity flush out of the body system. Good, so right hand comes to right hip, left arm extends, right arm extends, lift on up to warrior 1. Tailbone long, lift up heart and chest. Can you drop a little lower in the right thigh? Well done, everyone. Exhale, hands come on down, step back plank. You can stay in your plank here, no problem at all. Otherwise, chaturanga. Cobra or the up dog. Come to the plank. Downward facing dog, stepping your left foot forward. Right heel delivers. Again, that same action, scrub the right outer right heel back. Left thumb, left hip to drop down and in. Press to the center of the left heel to help reach the right arm. Again, you're spinning that inseam of that right thigh, throwing thigh and groin put together with the groin. We'll make it work today. Extending the left arm, good, holding. Inhale, we reach, find the Vira 1. Exhale, hands on down towards the floor, step it back, plank. Staying here, you choose, you can drop the knees lower, but keep that low belly lift. Cobra or the up dog. You guys are awesome this morning, so strong. Keep the legs firm, find the plank. Yes, that's it, downward facing dog, finding your breaths. Notice when I do a lot of home practice, just those deep audible exhale sighs. So if you're in a room where you're not going to wake anybody up, just make some noise. So that vibration that you actually make in the vagus nerve helps to activate our rest and digest, that stress release and response. So it's really good for us. That's why humming is so good, singing, so we feel good afterwards. Good, bend towards your knees, gaze forward, light step or jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good, you guys bend toward the knees. Weight shifts back to heel bones. Get low like we're skiing down that mountain. Okay, biceps by ears. Good, lift up from the hip points, inner thighs, spin down. Keep that as you press into the feet. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, Samasthiti. Well done. We're going to come back into chair pose. I'm just going to turn to face you. So sitting down nice and low and towards your chair. So we're working, yes, that's it, you guys. See how straight those elbows can get? But hollow out the armpits. Awesome adjustment, so good. The collarbones now extend out wider. Yes, we're going to balance in towards the left foot. So just hover the right toes off. Because the arms are going to stay lifted. Maybe taking that right leg up, perhaps 1 wrap, maybe 2 wraps. Good, arms extend forward. Can you draw the shoulders back as if you're leaning up the wall that's behind you or the door? Good, now take your right arm underneath. Good, we might just hug it out here. Good, otherwise we take the forearms together and press the forearms forward. And notice here how the back of the shoulder blades are spreading apart, yet can you keep the collarbones extending out towards the sides? Keep hugging those outer hips in, press down to the center of the standing heel foot. Finding your breath. Finding a focal point, maybe challenge here to close your eyes. So good, everyone, nice. And so we take the release of the arms, unravel the leg, inhale, we lift. Can you extend out through the heel, leg lift it up. Good, release the foot, release the arms all the way on down. Well done. Second side, just move my mat back a little bit. Here we go. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. The Garuda, so bouncing in towards your opposite foot. So here it'll be the, I believe it's the right foot we balance on here now, the left foot. Anyway, whatever you did, that's the opposite. So the right foot we balance. Good, let's lifting up to that left leg thigh, taking the crisscross once. Maybe twice. Good, arm bones extend forward and draw the body line back. Yes, the left arm goes underneath. Find your hug. I was listening to some research that 20 seconds of a hug, like actual body physical contact with a pet or a human, immediate stress response release. So it emits oxytocin. So if we hug ourselves or hug someone else, we've got to hold it for 20 seconds. Okay, so I challenge you to do that somehow, some way today. All right, otherwise, extending out to those forearms. Right, because in life, especially, through troubling times, it's nice to feel good. I think we forget that we can give ourselves that permission to feel good. It's one of the reasons I resonate so much with the yoga practice. It feels good to work out the tension, the builds up energies in the body. Keep pressing down to that center of the heel. Good, you guys. Good, we take that release. Inhale, we lift up. Good job on the balance. I know it's tough. Extending out through that leg, lifting up. Yes, so good. You just champion that. Well done, you guys. Releasing leg, releasing arm bones. Take a breath in. Deep breath out. Now just noticing what it's like to bring the body to a place of stillness, just momentarily. And all of this is temporary, the feelings, emotions that shift and change, the body temperatures, the thoughts. Just being with it all as it passes. With another breath. Controlling, just allowing what's here. With your eyes open, inhale, nice and slow. Let's return back into the Utkatasana chair pose. And exhale, forward fold, retake it down. Inhale to the halfway lift. Good, exhale, bend your knees, hands plant, step or jump back to the plank. You can stay here, you can take your down dog or find your vinyasa. Again, decide what you need. We need a downward facing dog. Nice, from here, your inhale, elevate the right leg, pausing. Hollow out the belly, press down and towards the palms. Again, remembering the hips reach back, but the chest, collarbones are extending forward from that center sternum notch. Well done, everyone. Let's open up from that inner thigh. If you have a right inner thigh, the right femur rotates inside the pelvis. Use that to lift up even higher in that leg, and then find the bend. Some of you are going to take some circles, but fray and wrap that outer right shoulder down. Could you guys maybe circling from the hip bone? Both directions. I know some of you might like to flip your dog. Again, it's an invitation to explore. Just research where you're at. Returning the right heel, toes towards the earth, and then bring your knee in towards the nose as you lower down. I'm going to use my block here and place on the inside of foot, but if you have it, great, a book, towel, whatever you can. We drop that back heel bone. Again, with the work here is to release this inner thigh seam, and the only way that happens is we press into the center of the right heel and feel the outer skin of the thigh, like you brush it, you're out on a hike, and you brush your outer thigh against a shrub, and that you feel it just kind of graze as you walk back. So this outer skin wraps back, and the inner thigh seam of this back leg goes behind you. The block is inside. It's a light pressure down, and we just start to open. Well done. So again, this right hip crease extends back as the chest extends. Same arms as we did in our plank pose. Well done, everyone. Nice. And now feel here how you can take the right ribs. Okay, you're going to feel the right ribs start to wrap underneath towards the left arm towards the sky. Feel the left, this top left thumb. It's an internal rotation. The thumb goes towards the body. Let's take that hand grip behind you. Open up the chest. See if you can take a hold of that inner thigh. Maybe it's your shirt. But softening the front ribs. As you do, you'll feel your back sacrum reach forward to the pubic bone. Well done, everyone. And some of you might here explore the wrap, if that's an option for you this morning. No, it's still, or whatever it is you're watching this, keep pressing down for the center right heel. Good, returning the hand down, top arm towards the sky. Come up and towards the warrior two, pause. Again, the weight of the feet press down, the underside of the arms press down, yet there's a lift up of those hip bones. Gazing over the front fingertips, releasing the back inner thigh. Top palm skyward, inhale, we reverse. Good, lift up, stretch and breathe. Good, exhale, arms re-extend. We're just gonna rotate this back or the front foot forward. Good, hands towards your hip bones, open up the chest, and as you're here, inner thighs again are spinning back. And exhale, we take the fold down, down, down. See if the elbows can keep pointing towards the sky. Yes, you guys. Bend your knees. We take the perspective shift, literally. Keep lifting up through the hip creases. Maybe a soften the knees, hands drop towards the floor. And see if your fingers and your palms touch. You can get those chaturanga-like arms. Some of you are gonna get the head working closer towards the ground. Again, those inner thighs are spinning back. We're pressing down through all four corners of each foot. Feel the base of the neck extend long, the chin in towards the throat. So again, this here is an inversion where the head is below the heart for increasing our circulation, blood flow, activity into our brain. It's also good to literally take our perspective upside down, see the world through a new and different lens. As those elbows start to squeeze together, inhale, extend on up. Good, soften the knees, hands to hip creases, nice and light, we take the lift. Well done, everyone. Rotate your right foot backwards. We have heel to heel alignment. Arms re-extend. Can you micro bend the front knee? Now this right inner thigh spins to the sky. Back, left inner thigh behind you. Extend, extend, extend. Trikonasana triangle pose. So the arms are nice and long here, and then here's an option to explore. Some of you are gonna take your top arm overhead. Some of you may stay here. Others are gonna extend that bottom arm out, but see if you can keep that long line of your Trikonasana. Because that side waistline, yes, you guys, good, we're here for 3. Hold it 2. On 1, right hand down, left arm towards the sky. Option to stay or left hand to hip, bending towards the knee. Nice and light, we start to take it on up. I'm gonna use my block here, placing it in front of the right foot, so it's a light pressure down to the block. And as you press more to the right center heel, good, your feet, it's that same leg we just did in the warrior 2, that top inner thigh spins back, maybe the top arm lifts. Some of you are gonna explore that Shavasana, perhaps one hand, perhaps the other. You decide. If you have both arms, keep wrapping that bottom front rib cage forward. Well done, slowly take the release. Back into your triangle pose, you guys, nice and slow. Trikonasana, yes, great transition. Good, lift up from that top arm, press down, lift up. Good, find your 2. We rinse, inhale, press down, lift it up, 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 breathing with it. Well done, exhale, let's take the windmill action down, plank pose. Chaturanga to lower. Inhale up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg is gonna lift. Let's roll from the inner thigh, seeing that inner femur, that inside the pelvis, then lift higher as you take your bend. What happened to the left shoulder? Can you keep it framed? Hollow out the belly. Good, returning the left heel leg long, toes point towards the earth. Exhale, knee in towards the nose, dome in the back, chest stays open. Yes, can you lift up a little higher and release the foot? Good, let's turn that back heel down. I'm just gonna turn and face this side. Good, block goes inside as we start to open for the Vira, or for the side angle, Parsva Konasana. So again, that work is on that inner thigh. Turning your thumb towards the body, let's take it back behind, open up chest, front ribs in. So good, you guys, great focus here. Keep pressing down through the center of the heel. Good, if you took the wrap on one side, again, just attempting it here. Keeping, again, the base of the body long, that strong back leg, that's your anchor point. And we're just rolling open in this chest, yes. So release the arms, inhale, we expand. Stay low in the front knee as you take lifts. This is chair leg. Good, we just brush it back around that hike, scrubbing it against a shrub, turning the top palm. Inhale, we lift. Nice and light, slowly stretching that front leg. Good, come on up. Hands towards hips. Feet come to parallel. Good, here we take the interlace of the fingers, open up the heart and chest, micro bend your knees, and then nice and slow we start to fold down. Good, so releasing forehead, crown of head towards the earth. And even if the knuckles don't get off the back, just keep them low. Start to spread the elbows apart. Find some freedom in the back of the neck, skull here. I know sometimes when we lift the arms up, it gets crunchy and bunchy. So maybe just try, if you leave your thumbs on your sacrum, pull the elbows apart and bring the chin more towards the chest. Then press down and towards the feet, inner thighs back. Hollow out the belly. And then maybe the palms come together, maybe they lift today, maybe they don't. And breathe. And releasing your hands down to low back and then towards the earth. Inhale, lifting on up halfway. So good, everyone. Soften the knees, hands to hips, lift all the way up. Nice and slow, 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 yes. Watching that morning head rush. Good, here we go. Top foot faces forward. Good, extend the arm, micro bend. Let's take, or actually we're going here this way. Extend, extend, extend. Let's get, we're still on that left side foot. Open up, Trikonasana pose. So again, option use is a play. It's a playground here. It's all our own science lab. Maybe the top arm extends. Again, we're wrapping that bottom side rib cage open. Yes, you guys, that was such a good adjustment. And then maybe that bottom arm, but press through the front foot ball mound. Drive energy to that back leg. Good, you guys, maybe keeping it as parallel to the floor as you can. Good, bottom hand down, top arm sky, breathing here with it. Hand towards hip bone, here we go. We find the Ardha Chandrasana, nice and slow. Take your time. Again, there's no rush here, no contest. Press down to the center of the left heel and really just be aware, again, of what this inner thigh here is doing. It's spinning behind you as we open up the chest. It's from the navel, we take it open, the left hip back. If you took Chopasana with a bend towards the knee, keeping your knee in line with the hip. Yeah, so if you have yourself viewed on the screen, maybe just take a look at yourself there and then see if the knee, if you have that Chopasana, can be in line with the hip bone. Good, you guys. If you took both hands, maybe you take both hands again. We're here for 3. Even if it's just the attempt of bending the knee and just in your mind, seeing the foot connect, it doesn't have to happen. There's no right and wrong. Let's take that slow release. Come back into the triangle pose. Take that reach. Use the top arm to lift yourself all the way on up. Good, we find the 2. Yes, inhale, press down that centered heel, lift up, hip bones elevating. And slow, use the exhale. Instead of it just being an automatic cycle, stay with the breath. Use the full exhale to chaturanga lower. Use the full refreshing inhale to open up this front of the body. Good, keep the strong arms, strong legs, plank. Downward facing dog, finding your 3 breaths there. Good, you guys, so nice. Well done, and then from your downward facing dog, just go ahead and drop on down towards our knees. Good, and from our knees here, we're gonna come on down towards the forearms. So once we're here in our forearms, we're just gonna start to extend. So press down, and if you have a block, or just make sure your arms are in parallel. For some, it's gonna be easier to actually take an interlace. And if you do, make sure the pinkies place beneath. So your pinkies are flush instead of having one pinky underneath, okay? But you choose, if you have a block, it's nice to place it as just as a placeholder between the elbows, so your elbows have a place to grip. If your palms are making the number 11, we want to feel the inner wrists, the inner thumbs press down. Because that's just going to help activate, again, more strength in the arms, chest forward. Good, pressing down with the forearms, hand, extend your right leg back, and then the left leg. And we find our way in towards our forearm plank here. Good. And now from here, bring your ankle bones towards each other so the feet are touching. And we double dip both heels towards the right side, but keep both forearms in the number 11. So you're gonna feel your tailbone reach towards pubic bone. Palms press down, lift up. Keep wrapping that right side rib cage towards the left. We're here for 3. Good, keep feeling the feet flex, wrapping that rib cage for 2. Good, the chest is extending forward, crown of head forward. Keep pressing. Good, come on towards your plank, your forearm plank pause. Good, let's go ahead and drop it on over to the opposite side here. So feet are flexed, both forearms press down. We press the earth away. Feel the back tailbone lengthen toward the heel. So you're gonna feel your back sacrum towards the pubic bone. Chest extends, good, wrapping that left rib cage towards the right for 3. Yes, you guys, feel that rinse. Digestion, abdominal muscles, organs. This is our inner organ workout. So good. Come on back towards the forearm plank. Yes. Lower the knees. Sphinx pose. Move the block out of the way. Oh, if your hands are interlaced, undo them. Palms down. Pubic bone down. Strong legs. You start to open up those collarbones as you feel the inner shoulders find their home close. Inner thighs are spinning up to the sky, so without forgetting about the legs. Good, seeing if we can stay here in the forearms and just press on down, untuck the toes, come on in towards your forearm plank. Well done, and downward facing dog. Or rather, we're in dolphin. So a little play time here. If you can stay in your dolphin, great. For some of you might want to move up against the wall. But otherwise, inner thighs spin back. We're working our chest as close to thighs as we possibly can. Palms are grounding downward. And again, that same action we've been doing in the arms. Okay, the collarbones are open. The outer triceps are back, inner biceps. For then some of you today, just might play and think about, again, from the inner right thigh, we lift and reach the leg. Feel the leg reaching towards the sky. And then slowly lower the right foot. And then lifting up the left leg. So we're just practicing an inversion here. You might want to stay in your down dog. So you might just say, you know what? Child's pose. Again, but finding your way to navigate what you need. What do I need right here? Good. Keeping the abdominal wall strong. Lowering the left foot. Good. Walking yourself back on in towards your forearm plank. Good. Let's drop on down to our knees. Good, friends. Slide it back to Balasana. So we're going to actually roll the palms up to the sky, forehead towards the earth, and breathe. Just breathing gently across the band of the low back. Feel that breath penetrate into the back ribs. And just slowly filling up the back of the heart. Good, walk your hands forward. Come on in towards your tabletop of our final down dogs. And just step your right foot forward. Good, bringing your back foot in. Coming into our Parsvottanasana, so pyramid pose. Feel free to utilize the blocks on either side of the right foot. Those inner thighs are spinning back. And feel the energy press the center of the back heel. And then exhale, we take the fold. Just briefly to see if you can sense the alignment of the back foot. Inhale, come on up, hands towards your hips. And then press yourself all the way on up. Good. So just gentle breathe, hands to your hip bones. We've done a lot with some chest openings. So here's the option to keep fist to fist. Maybe you have a towel here. This is great. We're opening up the chest. Others, I'm just going to show you from the back side. It'll be our reverse Namastar. So the palms are going to work towards each other. And we're just working to open up the chest. Okay, so this is just a layering of where it is that we're headed towards. So soften the front ribs. So you can practice this here. So inhale, so the inner thighs are spinning back, lifting up the heart. Weight anchors in the back foot. Good, and then just exhale, pausing here at that halfway marker. So again, you're feeling the energy pressing that left heel. As you bring your right side waist, or rather your left side chest, again, we want to extend long over this right femur head. Good, keep extending, reaching, using the length of the spine, but also recruit the work of the abdominals. And nice and slow. If you can leave the arms, leave them as they are as you fold. Good, inhale, lift up. Good, release the hands all the way forward, reach them forward. Hands drop down towards the floor. Let's make a micro bend in toward the leg and then just lift up through that back leg, heel. You can stay here on the blocks, maybe micro bend the front knee. And now we take the hands in towards the heart. And then today, can you fly your arms out towards the sides? Yeah, so that think airplane wings, lift up, expand. Good, we're here for 3. Hold it 2. On 1, nice and slow, take the deep knee, bend down, hands down, step back plank. You can stay here, maybe take that rinse, chaturanga. Open up the heart. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And as you're ready, we step the left foot forward. Right foot comes in just a few inches. Again, we feel the inner thighs spin back as you anchor through the back heel. And I even like to imagine like you're balancing a coffee cup right between these two prominent bones here that connect the back of the sacrum, then hands towards your hips. And then slowly lift yourself up. With that same action that you just took on the chest, we have another opportunity, right? So again, you want to feel those inner shoulders just kind of open up, yet soften the front ribs down. So we're coiling the heart up to those collarbones. Yes, you guys. Keep that sense of upright lift as we take the fold just to that halfway marker. The sidelines of the waist are getting long. You're toning here, actually into the back, the front abdominals. We're opening up the deltoids, the shoulders, just breathing in here. And then maybe perhaps folding it on. Good, slowly. We lift ourselves on up half as you release the arms. Take the arms out to the side, sweep them forward, find that sense of length. Notice the release of the wrists. And just take it down for a moment. Soft bend towards the left knee. Here we go, that balance layer, lifting up to the back leg. So standing L shape. Again, have that outer left hip back, pressing in towards the heel. Again, the tendency is to weight dump and load that weight-bearing joint. Hug it in. Hands come towards the heart. And then extend the arms out towards the side. Good, we're here for 3. Keep lengthening the back of the leg, behind the chest forward. So well done, you guys. Bend the knee, hands plant, step it back. Good, chaturanga to lower. Inhale to the up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Good, let's bend the knees, gaze forward, friend, step or lightly jump to the top and find your seat. Good. From here, we're gonna take our feet forward. Your fingertips are gonna come behind you. So those elbows are gonna work back. So just as some chest with some chest opening, and we'll find it again here. And just pause as you extend your legs. So it's a Purvottanasana prep. So we just open up the chest a little bit. We're going to try to keep that. And just feel as you press your heels forward, the thigh tops down. And working those arms towards straight and just try to lift up through the chest. Staying here for another breath. And some of you are just going to stay here, and this is plenty. You could even put your hands on blocks. Others of us are just going to take the bend in towards the knees. And it might be helpful to even turn the fingers out just a scotch as you press into your feet and hands, and just lift on up and toward your reverse tabletop. Good, chin stays towards the chest, so we open up, take a breath. Can you stick out your tongue? It's a lion's roar. Exhale. Good, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale, breath. Exhale. Good, now nice and slow, here's our transition. You're gonna keep the arms straight. As you do, start to sweep. I need to widen my hands a little bit. Sweep your hips back, 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 and work your legs straight. Good, again, inhale. I actually have to turn my hands out a little bit more to the sides as well. So keeping the buttocks lifted, inhale, we lifting so your human swing now. With the chest lifted, extend the legs straight, sweep the hips back, lift up, here's your core work. One more time, inhale, we lift. Good, exhale, scoop the belly up and in, hold it. Some of you are gonna lift one leg. Some of you might lift the other, both legs. And lower it down. Good job, you guys. Let's roll out those wrists. Good, sweeping the feet or shake the feet out. Good, nice and slow here. Let's go ahead and find our way to Dandasana, palms ground, chin towards chest. Again, so we're lengthening the back of the neck. Notice how the throat gets short. Paying attention to your breath. Good, then slowly and gently. Just take a bend of the right knee, a bend of the left knee. We're gonna go right on down to the floor. Arms extend nice and slow. Just start to lower yourself all the way on down. Good, and then from here, walk your heels in so you can tickle your fingertips against the base of the heel bones. On your inhale, extend the arms up towards the sky, and then extend them long back behind you, so it's a full reach. Can you haul out the armpits as you press your fingernail beds, the base of your fingernails to the earth? You can even take a soft bend up to the elbows and feel here as your tailbone starts to curl up towards the ceiling. Good, nice and slow. Chest stays open to start to lift up through the pelvis. Inner thighs are spinning down. Outer hips are hugging in. Heels scrub back towards the buttocks. And then releasing the arm bones on down, releasing one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. And just one more time, inhale, arms are gonna reach up and over. Good, soft bend in towards the elbows, slowly start to lift yourself on up. And then rolling yourself all the way down. Good, final release. You can take regular bridge pose or Dhanurasana or place 2 blocks or a block beneath the low back. But you decide, I'm going to guide bridge pose, so find the bend into the elbows. Again, the upper back arms press down and bring the chest with shoulder blades in. Pressing evenly through each foot as you start to lift. Interlace the fingers. Good, bridge pose, chin towards chest, soften the inner thighs. You can press down the inseams or that inner portion of the right and left foot. Through the outer thighs, scrub forward. As you're ready, releasing the arm bones, releasing upper, middle, low back. Good, hugging your knees inward towards your chest. Let's find happy babies. Thighs extend down towards the floor. And can you imagine there's sandbags on the hamstrings to help anchor the sacrum towards the earth? Allowing the invitation for the chin to draw closer towards the chest to lengthen out the base of the neck, the cervical spine. And hugging your knees inward towards your chest. And we're just going to slowly take our time to rock and roll front to back to front, all the way up towards the top. Okay. And then from here, I'm just going to invite us into our Baddha Konasana. So soles of feet will come together. So just a different hip opener variation. And see today if you can keep the palms up, and I'll just face you on this one. And it's our forward fold as well. So you're gonna take your arms underneath the calves, and then see if you can take a hold of the feet and just rest yourself down. If you have a block or even your towel, you can place it on the inner arches of each foot and let the forehead, again, just simply rest down, connecting head and feet to the earth. So symbolically, just bringing everything together is this sense of oneness. Breathing in a little bit deeper into the back of the shoulders. And as you're ready, releasing the arms, lifting up your head and chest. Good, extending the legs out, arms reach forward, and then nice and slow, we deliver all the way on down towards the earth. Just nice and slow, nice and slow. And if you're here set up for Shavasana, it's a great place to be, then just land here. Otherwise, you can bring your knees into the chest. And some of us might like to take a final twist to side. But wherever you are, without a sense of rushing, Just valuing this time to marinate in the breath. You twist it to one side, switch to the other, and it's just not the breath, friends. It's this feelings of the body, this what we become aware of. You know, noticing where the attention has already darted off to within these moments we've shared this morning. And how precious are these moments when we can divert those thoughts directly to what's happening in the present moment. Good, bring the knees in towards the chest. Surrounding your forearms over the shin bones, hug and squeeze everything. And then slowly, let's take that release all the way down for a final Shavasana. And really take care of yourself here. You have home, so use a blanket, a towel, blocks, a pet. Remember that 20 seconds of contact. And even here, it's just finding that sense of your own warmth with your hand on your heart and the hand on your belly. But resting here and towards your Shavasana rest. This place of rest is where everything gets absorbed, assimilated, and processed. Without the rest, we don't digest. Right? So this is this opportunity to just be in this place of absorption, of the movement, of your energy, of the practice itself, the insights, the ahas. And just finding your breath, some movements, the fingertips and the toes. Just gently bending one knee and then the next as you roll to either side. And just really slowly taking your time to press yourself on up and towards your seat, back into the same place that we began with our legs crisscrossed. And pause here for a moment also as we began with your palms facing upward. And scanning your body from the crown of your head, the eyes, the face, the neck and the shoulders and the arms, and the chest and the belly, the pelvis, the legs and feet. And sensing into the sense of connection as you bring the palms together and bow inward. Again, honoring this sense of peace that's within and inviting this sense of peace and inner harmony that we cultivate within ourselves to be shared with the world without exception. It's here to be shared and to be expressed. Again, as we use this sense of peace to look deeply at our own selves with open arms so that we can embrace every other single human being that we have here, that we get the opportunity to live with here together. So honoring that, honoring the sense of peace we build and cultivate from within. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have an amazing week ahead, and went a little bit over in time for that Shavasana rest, but I'll stick around if you have any questions. But namaste.